What up, everyone? It's your boy Jake, and we're Through the Ropes podcast with Drew and Paris. Just wanted to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Fresh Bread Productions, Fire Artisan Pizza, and Great Northern Dispensary. If you need some bud that's better than good, get over to Great Northern Dispensary, baby. Today we have a really fun episode. We got a badass dude. You know what they say? Big packages are. What do they tell you? What do they tell you, Drew? Big things come in small packages. I'm starting this day off great. Big things come in small packages. We have the terrifying Toddler Lance Regimbal. Holy fuck, dude. I'm having a hard time.
I'm going to get him off the
mic. I'm going to scrap this episode. We got Lance Regimbal with us. Lance, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm doing all right.
All right. Other than me having a hard time speaking, it's going great so far. So we started off pretty awesomely. I tagged you as the terrible toddler, not the terrifying toddler. God
he
dang
is a
it.
terrible toddler, though.
Yeah, Jake. It's Sunday, all right. I swear I'll get my stuff together. So you got some big stuff coming up. Let's start off first with let's talk a little bit about you. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? How did you get into MMA? Let's start off a little bit with that.
Well, I'm born and raised in Great Falls. I was fighting. I started wrestling young. I wrestled for 9.5 years, and then I got in about middle school. I started street fighting a lot. And then I had my kid at 17. I was like, fuck, I need to get back into fighting in the gym because I'm going to end up going to jail if I keep street fighting. So I did MMA. I started boxing again. And then I wasn't getting enough fights boxing, and I didn't like that. So I went to MMA, and fuck, I love it.
Okay, and then so when did you were boxing? Because how old are you? You're pretty young still, aren't you?
21, yeah.
Man, damn, dude. You just got your whole life ahead of you.
Yep.
And your kids, you got a kid that's a couple years old. So what, you were boxing when you were about 17, 18 then, or?
Yeah, I first started boxing about 12, and then I quit boxing, went back to wrestling, and then I started boxing again at like 17, yeah.
Okay. And then you just made the switch back within was it the last 2 years you've been doing the MMA stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So then what did you usually wrestle at when you were in high school and stuff like that?
I didn't wrestle in high school. I wrestled in middle school, and I was wrestling at like 100 pounds, 95 pounds.
Nice. So it's not like you spent your whole career learning wrestling, but it seems like you've been having some really good success, even though, you didn't. A lot of these guys will, spend elementary, middle school, high school, the whole time doing that. How have you seemed to find a little bit of success, you feel like?
In what?
Well, just in the MMA world.
Oh, with the background of wrestling and boxing. And then, I just started doing jiu-jitsu and kicking, and that just fell into place. That didn't
you're
really...
pretty natural with your spacing on your kicks and stuff.
Yeah. So, I just fell right in place, felt natural and everything, so I didn't really have to worry about it. I had the striking, I had the wrestling, and the jiu-jitsu came falling right in place.
Yeah.
Just natural with your hips developing on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you didn't have any kicking experience going into this MMA
Hell
stuff?
No, I didn't.
If I'm watching the gym throw spinny kicks, these guys are afraid of you out there. I watched that one dude just fall on the ground. You didn't even hit him.
No, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about kicks. I didn't, I lost my second MMA fight, 2 kicks. Fuckers kept leg kicking me.
Yep.
And... man, I tore my leg up, bro. And now, look, leg kick me all you want.
Right. Yeah, I've had friends screw with me before and tap me a time or two. I couldn't imagine a whole fight just getting pounded on like that. So
yeah.
That's how I made my money. Is I'd kick that leg out, just use my reach and just dance around you after you couldn't move. And it was fun.
So have you started your entire MMA stuff? Have you been doing it with Dave and those guys down there? What were you doing?
Nothing but Dave, man. I absolutely love that man. He's got a lot of knowledge in MMA.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a good dude too.
Yeah.
At the core of him, he's a good dude.
Well, and you can just tell that he really cares about the fighters. Obviously, he wants you to be successful.
It's not just about himself. He don't do it for fun. He's dedicated to what he's doing, and he takes care of his fighters and watches out for them and makes sure they're safe, not in a mismatched fight or anything. So yeah, he definitely looks out for them.
Yeah, but he also doesn't want to I feel like sandbag his fighters a lot of time. I feel like a chunk of the time you guys get opponents that are right there
Oh
with
yeah, we
you
didn't
guys.
get no cams.
Yeah, you guys are always, I feel like, fighting some pretty good fighters that are right there along with you guys. So
Yeah.
it's constantly challenging your gym. It's not like you're trying to stack up numbers, it feels like. So
Yeah, no, we don't look for, bad to say, but a res person off the res that's never trained, and he comes in and is like, oh, I want to fight.
yeah.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
We fight someone that trains and knows how to fight.
One those guys, Dave and Sean, seems like they're looking out for the health of the other fighter too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You got some killers in your gym. We don't want you guys hurting
No,
anyone.
yeah, no.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, real quick. Lance, can you pull that mic down just a little bit? So pull the arm down a little bit and then pull the mic up. Yeah, you can just kind of manipulate it how you want. It's just covering up your face a bit. All right, we're good.
Good there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that thing tightens if it keeps coming down on you.
hard.
Hopefully that'll
Check,
step
check,
up.
check.
There we go.
Okay, so I don't know. Let's go start by looking back at your new title you just won. Here was it 2 weekends ago?
Yeah, December 14th. Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that? You want to go take us off on that fight? That was a pretty entertaining if we're a fan of you. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the first time I've been on the ground and finished someone on the ground. I just beat him at his own game. He wanted to go to the ground, so I kept it on the ground, and I just beat the shit out of him, man. And my favorite part of the fight was that hip toss in the end of the second round.
Mm-hmm.
God, that thing was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, and then a time or two, did you knock him down and then you were telling him to get back up?
Yep.
Yeah. I think
After the first round, Dave goes, all right, go have fun, go practice. He goes, because this kid ain't got shit on us. He goes, go out there and practice. So we went, and, second round, I was just having fun. Third round, I was like, all right, I'm not going all 5 rounds. So I got him out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this whole fight became a thing because he called you out after his last fight, right? And I don't know where he was at.
Well, he didn't call me out. They were fighting for the number 1 contender because Brandon Berkman got hurt.
Okay.
So they fought for number 1 contender to fight me for the interim title.
Yeah.
He ended up winning and went from there. And yeah, he thought he was going to keep 3-0.
Yeah.
Well, 4-0.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
is
no,
Brandon coming back and you guys are when's that happening? Do they know?
Oh,
yet?
no. I don't know when he's going to be back.
They haven't told you nothing. You said I'm going to go to Salt Lake City. Well, then let's go talk about this current defense you have coming up.
Oh, David Kim. He's from Utah out of Mega, however the fuck you say it. Jiu-Jitsu and MMA out of Provo, Utah. So we're going to go down there, and he's their 135-pound champion.
So
And he's moving down to defend, try to take my title.
So on your weight cuts, you don't usually cut very much then.
No.
You're walking
About
30-ish.
5 to 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you ate that week. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine. I like that little weight cut. That's way better. Than
Yeah.
when you come back and you just you're not tired. You didn't fight 2 fights. You know?
No.
I hate that.
Well, what do you feel like with someone like that who normally fights a heavier weight division? Now he's dropping down to yours. Is that, sorry, are you or your team concerned a little bit with that dude blowing back up and, getting, where you normally walk, like you said, 5 to 8 pounds around your fight weight? This dude will, probably gain it 10.
I'm sure he'll probably be about 140,
Yeah.
143, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to be heavy, and he's a ground guy. He's going to go to the ground. He's going to be shooting for legs, everything. So, I mean, he's going to be heavy if he gets on top of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's gonna be tough.
we ain't too worried about it. We've been game planning. Me and Dave, we don't game plan. We don't watch videos, footage, and game plan. But the last 3 fights, we've game planned quite a bit. So, yeah, we're game planning, watching what we have to do, seeing what he does. He throws the overhand right into a takedown almost every time. So we're going to be watching for that.
Yeah.
So we'll cover up for the overhand right and throw a knee up the middle, try to hit him in the chest. But, I mean, if it hits him in the face, I guess, oh well.
Right.
Then get your hips out, circle away, and we'll play
Yeah.
this game again.
Right.
You'll get tired of that. You stuff a few of those takedowns.
And you
gotta
see his
feel that
cardio
enough.
is kind of bad, and he does not like getting hit in the body. I just watched his last fight because he fought the 13th of December, night before I fought, and I rewatched it, and he took 2 body kicks and he curled up, bro. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be going for the body. We're going to be watching everything, looking for shit. So
do you think taking, not saying you weren't preparing before, but do you feel like it has helped you by reviewing past fights and just kind of looking for little ins and outs?
So like when I went to Utah, that's when we started game planning and watching footage, is when we went to Utah the first time for the title fight. And man, yeah, he was just a ground guy. He got my back the whole first round and could not submit me. And second round he came in and he was gassed. He was sitting on this stool, hovered over, hands on his knees, fucking. He was dead tired just for sitting on my back. He didn't do nothing.
Just trying to keep control.
Oh,
yeah.
Adrenaline dump. He was trying to kill you.
Second round I came out and he doesn't fight off the cage. He doesn't try to get off the cage, nothing. He just kind of sits there, and that's what we watched. And so when we got him up against the cage, we didn't let him off.
Yeah.
And a minute and 11 seconds in the second round, I hit him with an uppercut and he went to bed.
It was just a minute before he cracked.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. How did you get your back?
He took me down with a beautiful takedown. He got me in that cage. At Fierce is tiny.
Oh,
it's super small.
Oh, the cage itself.
Yeah, cage is super small. Like,
okay. Well, yeah. When I saw the picture of you standing in there, I thought it was weird that you could basically see all sides of the cage.
Yeah, it's
like,
tiny, bro.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like a 16-foot cage, and Fight Fusion, they fight in a 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a big difference.
That's huge.
Yeah. Holy shit.
And
So he just kind of got you back against that cage and took and then just out of that scramble, he took your back.
Yep. And took my back and
stayed calm, survived.
Yeah, I stayed calm. I just kept my arm up, fighting the hands a lot so he couldn't get his hands or nothing. I just held onto his hands pretty much the whole round. And Dave said, make him uncomfortable. So I kept punching him from the back. And yeah, that's about it, man. And then second round, he come in and he tried taking me down. I slipped in a guillotine choke, right, a standing guillotine. And he stopped with the takedown attempt. I pushed off. I turned him around and pushed off him on the cage and kept him there.
Nice.
Yeah, and just kept, he was already gassed at the end of that round.
Oh, yeah. After the first round, he was dead tired.
Yeah. So how many fights is this for you now?
I am
MMA?
6-1 in MMA.
Nice. And then you have a boxing experience too. Like
Yeah.
I said, one of my first pictures I started taking was you body blowing Tristan. At the I was like,
That was a fun.
Yeah, I fought under USA Boxing, and I have 6 fights under USA Boxing.
Nice.
And then like 3 or 4 unsanctioned ones.
Yeah. Then plus whatever you did on the street, karate chops.
Yeah.
So for this one, you said you're going out to Spokane to go train?
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Spokane for 2 weeks and train with DL Training Systems. And
Just get jacked.
yeah, and another MMA gym and a boxing gym, I think. So,
Are you going to be going to Devereaux's thing? The dude,
Club?
Eaglestone.
or I don't know what gyms
I'm
they.
just showing up there. They're taking me places. I'm going to learn a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah,
And
pretty
it's-
much. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm just gonna go follow pretty much Kai's lead.
Yeah.
Go down there and do what I need to do, and then
Yeah,
I'll
because
come
all
back
those
and I'll be
partners.
back I'll be back January 13th. I leave tomorrow. I'll be back January 13th, and then the rest of the time, I think it's like a week and a half. And then I'll be working with Dave what we need to work on and have been game planning on, and then we'll head down there and whoop some ass.
That'll be cool. Yeah, they look like DL looks like they have an amazing facility over there. I've been wanting to go check that out. So my sister doesn't live too far from there, so hopefully soon I can make it over there. And because I had seen that he commented something on something you had posted recently and said another one joining the train here soon, and I was wondering if you were going to go over there.
Awesome, though.
Yeah,
some
we're
stuff
going
with
down there. We're going to go work with Dylan Lemry and all them.
Yeah.
Man, he's an amazing guy.
Really good dude. Seems like he can really get, I don't know, you would hope every coach could do that, but he seems kind of inspirational and like he can get the best out of people.
I mean, just look at Kai before and after he got with the system. Like you can just see in his body, and like it's not like Kai had bad conditioning before, but you can just see there's levels to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's up to the next.
Yeah.
It's cool to see you taking that side stuff like serious too.
Oh yeah, you know, I don't do this shit for fun. I'm trying to make it as far as I can. You know,
Right.
I want to be flyweight UFC champion, man. I don't want to do this shit just to do
Right.
it. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to the top.
Well, and like Kai said when we had him on here, it's like that you for 2 weeks will be able to like eat, sleep, and breathe fighting and training for.
Oh
this
yeah, we'll
fight,
probably
so.
train about 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be cool.
That's
It'd be cool to see the transformation just in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, and then once I get back, where they're gonna do Dylan Emery's gonna send me like a mobile workout regimen to follow while I'm back here, and you know, so
yeah.
while even I'm back here, I'll be doing the same things I was doing up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of their videos, and it seems like they have some killer cardio workouts.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, like real strength. Like the last one you showed that running's not going to get you in wrestling shape, and you show. I was like, hey, that's exactly the stuff I do, and it does that. You kind of have to be explosive.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so how's it been feeling for you? If you don't want to talk too much about some of the stuff I'm about to bring up, we don't have to. How's it feel with you having this recent success? I know like earlier this year you kind of were
Yeah,
really
I was in a
going
tough spot
through it.
earlier this year, and now, you know, I'm in a happy place now. You know, I'm doing good. You know, I quit training and fighting for about 4 or 5 months. So yeah, it was pretty tough in the beginning of the year, but now we're back on track doing what we need to do.
Are
And
you just like suffering from life stuff or mental health stuff or all
yeah,
of it?
just life, you know, just
Yeah. And it's funny, you put a little bit of effort into it and you started getting titles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I mean, and if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to, but it's like you know, you were living in your car for a while.
Yeah, I was.
And,
you know, I was staying in my car for probably about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I don't want to, you know, bug you, but we were sad that you didn't come over because we would have loved to have you stay at your house. I've passed that same invite to James Dennis and a couple other people, and my wife, she trusts me enough to where, you know, if I ask a favor like that, you know what I mean? So she asks about you, and I've told her that you're doing good, and she doesn't even know you know, but I've just been there before, dude, where, you know, I lived in my vehicle for a little bit when I was younger, and, you know,
Yeah, you know, life has the up and downs, always will.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just too stubborn, hard-headed.
When I didn't want to bug you about it, it just, I've been there, dude, and it just, for where you were at that time, it just, everyone needs a hand up, dude, and I've received plenty of them. So just so you know, in the future, if I ever offer something, it's not because I'm, you know, it's because I mean it. You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
Right. So.
You know, and then I started getting back in the gym. You know, I was still in my head about some things, and yeah, I got back in the gym, man. I started getting clear-headed. You know, started getting happy again, started fighting.
You're missing
and
your therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely it. And you know, I just Sears always says, Lance, the only time you're smiling now is when you're punching someone in the face. I'm like, hey man, it's okay, I'm smiling.
Right. You know, at least you're
He's
doing
like, can
something.
you smile without punching someone? I'm like, I don't know, it's hard, man.
I smile when I kick them too.
Right.
Yeah.
Or when I take them down and choke them out, there's multiple. But it's cool just to, you stuck it out, dude, in a very hard time where I feel like a lot of people would collapse just in regular life from those pressures. But then you had, you know, your kids, you have training, and you had all this stuff. Because I remember I had when we were in Missoula in March after the fights in Fusion, because some stuff had happened with you. And because I was talking to Dave, and I was, you know, he sounded like, you know, some stuff, you know, things weren't awesome with you guys, and he was worried about you. So I'm glad that you both found a way to kind of mend that, because he cared about you a lot. He does care about you.
Yeah, he definitely does.
But he does care about you a lot. And we had a really good conversation about like you and just kind of, you know, what we were talking about earlier about like fighters and how much he cares about them. So I'm glad that you found your way back to something that you obviously care about. And now, I mean, fuck, dude, look at the success you're having.
Oh
now.
yeah, man, it ain't over yet. It's not done. We going.
Start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the start of the well, it's probably about
You're getting close to the end.
the end of my amateur career.
Right.
Yeah.
One, it's just fun to watch because, I tell a lot of people, like, I don't know all of you guys super well, but it's really fun to get to know you guys' stories. And then it's super inspirational, dude. Like, when I think, like, I'm having a bad day or, like, I can't, maybe I can't do this, I think about some of you guys and just some of the shit that you're fighting and dealing with on a daily basis and then fighting on top of it. So just congratulations to you. And I mean, that Flow State has been having some amazing success. I know not every fighter wins their fight, but you guys stack up the fusion cards.
The December 14th card, that was probably one of the worst cards that Flow State's put on.
Yeah.
I'm the only fighter that won that night out of Flow State.
Yeah.
We went 1-4.
Because you had Trent, Dan, and Nick.
Tim, and Nick.
Oh yeah, damn, Tim, that's right.
Yeah, Tim's was tough.
That was a tough one, dude.
Yeah.
It's always tough. Like I said, I've been privileged to get to know you guys over like the last 2 years. So it's like, fuck, dude.
Tim wanted to make that exciting. That other guy just wanted to win. So that's your difference maker.
Yeah, he just had the time control. That was it.
Yeah, and he
Ground
wasn't
control,
good enough to beat him.
No.
But Tim wasn't good enough to get back up. That guy's just so powerful and short and was on his hips the whole time.
Yeah, he had heavy hips. He was a wrestler, so yeah, he was heavy hips, and he did what he needed to do to control Tim, and that's what it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It was a boring ass fight. I hate wrestlers. I hate them.
Okay, I like a wrestler, but I like a wrestler that moves to the position, gets the damage done, and goes to the finish. I smash your boy. I smash your boy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I respect.
Like I was on the ground this fight, December 14th, and I had him on the ground. I was punching his ass the whole fucking time. I don't like sitting there just laying on top of you and just riding the timeout. That was it.
Well, and you're there. I mean, this is all to, I don't want to say the only reason why you're doing it is to entertain the people, but you want to put on a show. You got a lot of people there that came to support. And that's what's fun, too, is just watching like your fans or Nick Nordell's fans or Tim Curry's. It's just really cool to see the people out supporting you guys. So, and then when you guys win or when you guys are walking in, everyone's obviously going nuts.
Oh, man, I love entertaining the crowd.
Yeah.
I showboat all the damn time. Yeah. Like, I was probably... This December 14th card probably the most I've ever showboated. I was showboating all over, man. So I love entertaining the crowd. Yeah. But some people hate it. But I mean, all of us need haters.
Yeah. As long as it's just like to each their own. But it's like, how are you gonna tell someone not to be stoked about something like that?
Yeah.
And then that other thing too is like you were just showing there's levels. And you were just one above him.
Oh, yeah.
So then...
I wasn't just one above him. I was a lot above him.
Yeah. I was being nice.
I think it was cool, too, when Jeff Houston came out of the cage. He was talking to Dave and Terrell, and he's like, that's a star. He's like, that's a star right
hell
there.
Yeah.
Like, he was super pumped up. I was like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. And obviously, he would know because he's in a huge organization. But
yes.
I thought that was cool, too. I always love when you, like, jump on the cage. I always, like, get out of my seat and run over there and try to get you.
Hell yeah. It's like, I still need those pictures you got.
Yeah, I'll get that to you. Yeah, for sure. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll get all that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always fun. I've been there a couple of times where you've won and you've hopped up on that cage. I'm like, oh God, is he about to you hop up there so fast and furious, and then you're like on there going so crazy. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm ready to catch you if you fall.
That's how he dies. That's how he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fierce, they give you a 6-month suspension every time you jump on the cage. The last time I fought my title fight, I got a 6-month suspension for jumping on the cage when I won my title.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing it.
Just take the 6 months.
You can keep getting me a 6-month suspension all you fucking want.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will see you January 13th and I'll jump on the cage.
Well, if you win that belt, if you protect that belt a couple times, I mean, you are a champion, so you got to roll with Kai's rules here soon. The 6 months off for the champs.
Yeah.
I mean, the jumping on there just kind of gives you the forced 6 months.
Yeah, most definitely.
But then you can just roll.
And they hated me there the first time, man. They absolutely hated me. Like, I walked out, no one cheered.
Yeah.
I knocked him out, no one cheered. Like, only people that cheered was my kids' mom, fucking my mom, and Dave.
There was like 3 people clapping in the crowd, like a pin drop.
And then I jump on the cage and everyone's just staring at me. And I was like, fuck your hometown boy. Fuck your Utah boy. He ain't got shit on me.
I don't know why I'm just like laughing, thinking of it being like crickets, and you're just like, yes, yes. And everyone's just sitting there like dumb as fuck,
mad.
just staring at you.
So they probably hate me even more that I jumped on the cage and was like, fuck your Utah boy. He ain't got shit on me.
Well, you got to play the heel sometimes. Not
Yeah.
You can be the baby face.
Right. And then after you build that fan base, they'll just start loving you just because. So how did you get into Fierce then? Are there just promotions you can reach out to you, or
no? Everything goes through Dave.
yeah?
You know, everything goes through Dave. So we had trying to get a fight lined up for Fusion, and he couldn't. But he texted me. He's like, I got you a title fight. He didn't even say title fight. He's like, I got you a fight in Utah if you want it. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. He goes, and it's a title fight. I was like, yes, most definitely.
You're right. What?
So yeah, that's how it happened. I don't know. They reached out to Dave wanting me, and yeah, they was like, okay, well, we'll do the. I'm ranked number 1 in the state of Montana for amateur flyweight.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm ranked number 1 in amateur flyweight. Hold on, I'll pull up the rankings.
Yeah, because as the ones I was looking at, nationwide. I seen you're like number 2,000 and something. Oh yeah, I did say it. You are number 1, and then what was else did it show the ranking?
So I'm ranked number 1 in Montana at amateur flyweights out of 17.
That's right.
U.S. West, I'm ranked number
20?
6
Okay.
out of 278. And then I'm ranked in North America. I'm ranked number 14 out of 1,207.
Oh, what the fuck was I looking at then?
You're
That's something
1,007, not the 14.
Oh yeah, okay. I was looking at the wrong number there.
And then my pound for pound ranking in Montana is 22 out of 310.
There's
That seems about fair.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah.
So it's all just kind of coming together real quick. So have you been enjoying life then? What was the holidays like? You have one child or you have 2 kids? Don't
You
you
have 2 kids. I had a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
So what was that like? What was Christmas like? You know,
It was good, man. You know,
Yeah.
we just opened presents, hung out with family, and
Right.
yeah, it was good. We had a good time. We went out to my mom's and ate dinner. The kids opened the presents my mom got them and everything.
Nice.
So yeah.
What's kind of like your favorite thing to do for like the holidays? Like, you know, obviously everyone loves watching their kids open presents. You love the food, or what's your favorite food?
Man, I just eat everything, bro. I ain't gotta worry about my weight,
Nice.
so I can just eat whatever the fuck I
Nice.
want.
That's awesome.
So ham or turkey?
Probably turkey.
Okay.
But I like ham because it's not dry as shit. But man, I love myself a turkey sandwich.
I feel bad for everyone talking about. I've been seeing a lot of shit online about dry turkeys. I'm like, man, y'all are fucking with the wrong people. I need to start inviting people over for Thanksgiving, dude. I guess. So,
Yeah.
And Christmas.
But we didn't even have turkey or ham this year. We just had fucking a brisket. So
But yeah, I'd fuck with that all day.
yeah, my mom's boyfriend got a smoker and he just smokes brisket, man, and
Nice.
yeah, good as hell.
That's our idea.
But
for
man, I
next
be
year.
having the shits like a motherfucker after that brisket every time.
That brisket gave you the runs.
Oh, every time I eat it, man.
Huh.
That's funny.
Damn, dude. So we got to keep a bucket with you if we serve you brisket. It sounds like.
Turkey
Yeah.
messes my gut.
We want to
Same
go.
way, though.
We want to go non-traditional next year and do like a fun, like old school, like Italian dish or something like
Dude,
that.
we did a taco bar. We had Felice
Yeah.
Navidad. Like, my roommates cooked the tacos, and I made margaritas for myself and ate tacos. This is perfect.
I don't know why I see you in like a funny like.
Yeah, sombrero and
Well,
like
and just
poncho.
like an over you like you have all these like crazy like bathrobe over jacket things. So I could just see you with a sombrero and a margarita and
in my
fistful of
robe.
tacos.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Just looking lavish at AF.
I do need a new robe though. I've torn my last one up.
So yeah, so now what's coming into 2025? You have a fight, title defense right off to start the year. So what's some of the big plans for you in 2020? Everyone's always got resolutions. What's some big stuff for
What's
you?
your goals?
Yeah, what's your hashtag big goals for 2025? GoPro. And so what would that take for you to do something like that?
After Brandon Berkman, I've been
Okay.
wanting him for the last like year.
Yeah, okay.
He's been ducking me like a motherfucker. So now that I'm the interim title holder, he can't run no more.
Right.
unless he vacates the title. If he vacates
He just
the
walks
title,
away from it.
So defend
you're-
each title once and then go. That'd be
Yeah, we weren't even trying to plan on defending this title in Utah. We were just going to take it and
And be done.
whatever.
be done. But Dave goes, all right, let's go back. We're in because it's not a bad promotion. It's a
Right.
pretty big promotion.
I was gonna ask, what is it as far as like size compared to Fusion? Is it comparable or?
Yeah, it's televised. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty big. Only thing I don't fucking like is a small ass cage, man.
Okay.
So I
So how many people were like at your last fight?
Oh, it's small, bro. It was actually a really small venue.
Okay.
And that was only because it was the contender. So they do a contender series,
Oh.
and then they do
The actual.
actual
Everyone's been
like
doing contenders now.
cards. So yeah, like it was in just like a little. It was called the Warehouse 22, and it was just in a little warehouse.
Huh.
Couple
And
hundred.
yeah, probably a couple hundred
Some of
people.
those small shows are nice though, because like the fan interaction is like way better.
Yeah. So when someone
Yeah, but
says,
no one cheered for me, mother.
yeah, when someone says "fuck you" and points at you, you really feel it.
Yeah.
They're like right there.
yeah,
So.
And I kind of feel bad because there was like when I jumped on the cage, like there was these two little girls. They're probably like 15, maybe probably 17, no older than 17, and probably no younger than 14. So they were somewhere around there, and I just stared right at them. Fuck your hometown boy.
like what do we do?
Yeah, and they're looking at me like fucking eyes all big and shit. Like, why? What? Know what I mean? Like,
Shauna, was he talking to us?
yeah.
Her? No, you're talking to her, right?
So like, I don't know. They were right there, and I seen
Dude.
I just,
like
I
two
guess just made
missionaries.
eye contact with them.
For some reason, I just laser focused on them bitches, and they caught my wrath.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that girl had one hell of a story at her sophomore class, her sophomore science class the
It's
next
Utah.
day.
It was at the church.
Yeah, right.
It's after service.
We don't go
You
to
would
real
not
school.
believe
But
what
this ain't a
happened.
contender series card, so I'm sure it's gonna be a lot bigger.
That'll be
Yeah.
cool. And then, so you want to be done with them, or so? Yeah. So once you go pro,
After this one, it's probably gonna be done because
Okay.
then I don't want to give a
Too much.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to say anywhere from like 5 to 7 months we're going pro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, who would be like your first pro fight you'd want? In
Whoever steps
Fusion?
up.
Yeah, just whoever.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in Fusion right now that interests you? I seen Cameron Mason was kind of talking.
He's
a little bit.
amateur.
Yeah, so he would have to go.
And
pro.
I already beat him. He ain't getting another
Yeah.
chance.
So, did you guys do a kickbox, or you fought
yeah,
before
we
that?
fought him. No, I fought him in a kickboxing because he can't make weight at 125.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Dave's like, if you want to fight Cameron, because I've been wanting to fight Cameron Mason too. So I fought Cameron Mason, and Dave's like, if you want Cameron Mason, you got to fight him at 135 kickboxing. I was like, fuck it, fine. And I ended up beating him split decision, a very close.
That was
split
in
decision.
Missoula, or
Yeah.
Okay.
A very close split decision, and crowd didn't like it. They hated me there too, man. I almost got water bottles and shit thrown at me when I jumped on the cage. As they started flipping me off, I took my gloves off. Fuck you too. He grabs a water bottle, and then Cameron jumps up and he like puts the water bottle down and shit. But afterwards, fight me and Cameron, we're cool. I'm no
Yeah.
disrespect to him. He's a good kid, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just seen recently he was kind of saying some stuff
Oh
online.
yeah, he
Then you're-
always does.
Right. He's good at stirring stuff up.
Yeah,
You're
he just
stay
got a
relevant.
mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got a mouth, and you're a gym bully. Like, not even a gym bully. Like, you're a gym rat. You don't even go to the gym to fight. You go to a fucking like a gym to lift weights and shit. Like, you don't do nothing to train to fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, that's all he did. He just lived.
I don't know
weights.
much about him at all. I've met him like once or twice,
watched
and
his fight.
yeah, I've watched.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Like
seen
when
him in the
we were in
Missoula
face
one,
offs,
and-
I'm like, "Oh, you're looking a little big, man. Are you been in the gym lately?" Like I didn't mean the fighting gym. I was like, "All you do is lift weights." He's like, "I've been in the gym." No, you don't, bro.
Yeah.
I see all of your Facebook. I got him on Snapchat too. Like all I see on your Snapchat shit is you at the fucking gym lifting weights.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So you already
That
know
was me.
you got something like that in the bag. It wouldn't even.
Yeah. he kicks harder than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't land any.
Right.
He landed one to the body and a couple of the legs, but all the head kicks he threw, I blocked every single one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or out of the way.
Yeah, or I was out of the way. Yeah. So yeah, we were prepared for his kicks, and yeah, we weren't too worried about Cameron. and we still ain't, we won't fight him again. We're not going to go back to someone that we are. Like Dave says, we move on to bigger and better things.
You don't move backwards kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you'll be making money, so now it's down to the next dollar.
But yeah, I don't even know if we have any pro 125 pounders.
Right.
I've never even heard of one here. Have you guys ever seen a pro 125 pound fight under a fusion card yet?
Well, that's why I was wondering. I was like, is there anyone here that is even...
They're going to have to bring someone out of state. I feel it.
That or you're going to have to go out of state.
Yeah, or that too. And that's what me and Dave want to do. We don't really want to fight in Montana very much going pro. We want to go out of state fighting better competition, more competition.
So would you try and stick in the Northwest or just literally anywhere where you could get a fight?
Pretty much probably anywhere we get a fight.
Right.
Yeah. And they pay. And I imagine because that 125 isn't a highly populated one. So once you said
No.
that, and so I was like, you have a pretty good chance at the timing that you're coming into it, as you're coming into yourself as a fighter. I think you got a pretty good shot at a run on this. Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah,
and you know,
especially-
as small as the 125 pound division is,
Those are
once
beasts.
I start doing what I need to do,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have Dana White's attention pretty damn fast with the 125 pound division being so small.
Right.
yeah, and the way you fight.
Yeah, and the way I fight, I'm exciting. I go out there to finish. I'm not going out there to fucking ride the time. Like, I'm not trying to fight the clock. I'm
Yeah.
fighting you. I'm beating the fuck out of you.
And that's like, especially at a pro level and for a title, I think there's needs to be some rule changes in that kind of affects how you judge on that. Like, what's the best one that Brandon Moreno? Not Brandon. Jose Aldo's last fight, who he just lost to at the end. The guy just kept shooting for takedowns.
Oh, that Batista guy?
Yeah, which is okay. And Tim said it best because he's from MMA Lab, and then Tim said it on his podcast, something along the lines. It's like a $10,000, the difference between shooting for this takedown and putting him against that cage or not. So the last 3 months you've been training, that's $10,000 less. So what are you going to do? I'm going to shoot for a takedown, put Jose Aldo against that fence for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds until I get my money.
Right.
But so how do you do that? How do you incentivize the fighter to not want to do that? You know what I mean? Or the judges to score that, because it's a neutral position. He's not doing anything. I know he's controlling him, but kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, Jose's here. You can say Jose's holding him against himself.
Well, at a certain point, it just basically becomes like a stalemate. So
It's
to
a
say
stall
that,
fest.
yeah. So to say that they have control.
I do
it's
miss
oh.
the yellow cards in Pride. I also kind of miss a 10-minute first round. But you find out who you are at minute 7.5 of a fight, okay?
You find out what type of man you are in minute 5.
Well, yeah, or that Gracie versus Sakuraba, and they went for 2 45-minute rounds, and then finally they threw in the towel. And then Sakuraba's smoking cigarettes after 90 minutes of fighting.
My guy.
Gracie.
My guy.
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah. If he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. I've had buddies that we would do that, man. I couldn't believe that we had fights coming up. We just went through gauntlets, so it's a fresh guy in there, blah, 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 8-9 rounds. So, you're defeated by the end of that. There's no way you get out of 10 rounds like that and not be beat up by the end of it. And he's outside, black eye and everything, smoking a cigarette. I'm like, dude, your fight's in 2 weeks.
Hell
it's
yeah,
a
dude.
last hard sparring. Whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever. He hit like a truck, so that's why.
Yeah.
He's just like the old, tank.
Yeah, heavyweights don't gotta have technique. They just hit you with one punch and you're going to bed.
Yeah, as I was explaining to Nick, there's a hard limit on the human body. You can only get hit so hard, I don't care how big you are,
Oh yeah.
before your brain just shuts down.
Is that what
Yeah.
you tell Nick in the gym?
Yeah.
What, that he don't need to
That
have
he
technique?
don't need technique, he just
Dave
needs
tells
tech-
him that. I got that shit from Dave. Dave's like, Nick, you don't need technique.
Yeah.
You go out there and swing. You land one, he goes to bed.
Yeah, that's funny.
Against-
Look at Francis Ngannou. Does he have technique? He goes out there and just fucking throws bombs.
That's from surviving the
Ripping
desert.
heads off. Right.
Literally. Well, because Nagano, when the French caught him, because he tried to sneak into France 3 times, the first 2 times, the French will take you into the desert and just leave you there, like in Morocco.
That's so
They did
crazy.
that to him twice, or Algeria, whichever freaking, yeah, and so he had to come back.
Wow, that's racist.
Yeah, and then the third time he got
Wow,
to France.
that's racist.
Yeah, the third
Paris
time he
is
got to
offended.
France, and then, yeah. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
But that hardship, and maybe that hardship you went through has helped give you the edge you needed to become champion. as
Yeah,
much as
man.
we
It
go through
just, that tough time, definitely opened my eyes to that, to a lot of things. And
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do
it
you
just-
want?
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge
And I
turning
know what I
point.
want. You know, I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job my whole life. I want to be able to live comfortable,
Yeah.
give my kids everything they want and need, and
Have time for them too.
yeah, you know, I don't know, man. It's just I know I can do that with fighting, and that's what I know I'm good at. I'm best at. You know, I'm got a good fighting style, fun
Right.
fighting style, and people like to watch me. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'll bring in the attention. I'll bring in the crowd, the fans.
Yeah,
You know.
I knew a smaller fighter from Montana that was like that once, you know, and he became champion in the UFC. So, you know what I mean?
Well,
Ambitions, brother. Ambitions.
Yeah.
Drive towards them, man.
It's just cool, like I said earlier, to see you sticking it out. Like, just I've known plenty of people, male or female, that have like straight up just dipped out on their kids when they're in tough times like that.
Hell
and
no,
just-
man. It's all that. My kids are my
Well, and
everything,
just,
bro.
Like I said, man, I'm just happy that you like found your way back to the gym and stuff, because it seems like that's a good anchor there for you with Dave
Oh, yeah,
and
most
Sean
definitely.
and Sears and stuff like
Kinda
that.
helps you
So
keep you accountable a little bit too on yourself.
yeah, and just all of it, dude. And like your kids are seeing, you know, just how much you really do care about them. You know what I mean? So
Do,
Yeah.
do your kids come to your fights?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They didn't come to this last one, because we were gonna go. Me and his mom, we were gonna go have fun afterwards. So they stayed with grandma,
Oh,
Nice.
I get you.
yeah.
and
Sometimes you need to burn off some steam afterwards.
yeah.
Victory tours and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to after party halftime. Then we went to the Wild Hair. So yeah, I just went and had some fun, and then went
That's good.
home and
Yeah.
went to bed with the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
I seen a funny video of Dakota carrying you in high heels.
That was at the halftime at that party.
Dude, yeah, and she like squats so far down to let him down. I was like, I don't think she needed to go that far,
she goes,
but
"You think I could squat with you?" I'm like, "Try it." She squats down, tries to go back up. No, I can't. I'm like, yeah.
she was in some straight up pumps too. I was
Dude,
like,
that's
damn,
crazy.
dude, she's a bad bitch, dude.
She is.
I can't wait to see her fight again too.
Yeah, and she's in heels. I'm like, "You can squat in heels?" She's like, "Yeah." She tried. No, I can't. I can't.
Stiletto pumps.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
man. Can
club.
you imagine just getting teeped by a set of stilettos?
Oh, dude,
Dude,
that'd kill you. She'd
like,
it's
Dakota,
like
yeah,
pierce you,
just, like, straight.
and now you're dead. So you're not only seeing success in the MMA world, but you had a BKFC fight in Billings. What was that, like a month or so ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
November.
think it was like November.
Yeah, beginning of November. What was that like? That was your first
that was
time
fun.
bare
That was fun.
knuckling?
Yeah, it was really fun. You know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It
Would
was.
you do that?
It was fun. I definitely would try it without the gloves on,
Yeah.
but that's not going to be till a little down the road.
Right. So you'd prefer the MMA
Yeah.
to the BKFC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Harvey did it, and he seems like he's gung ho about that shit now. He wants to do it again. I think he's got a. He was talking about. I thought he was gonna have a fight in Fusion's card next month, but it seems like people are catching the.
The bare knuckle.
Or not next month, this month, or January, whatever. It's
January
December.
18th is the
Yeah,
next
I don't
one.
know if he's still going to do that, though, because I think he said he hurt his shoulder or something. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people are starting to catch that bare knuckle bug. So I'm always wondering if you guys down at the gym, what your guys' angle is on all that.
Well, and you guys have like special connections to some of the promoters.
Yes, and you know, Dave
yeah.
having a world champion in there.
Right,
Yeah, we got our connections in the BKFC, but and their 20 pound, holy shit, 125 pound division ain't even that big either.
Yeah.
You know, they got John Dotson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
John Dotson's a beast, man, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And as you start going up levels in the game and pro, some of these other regions have a lot of 125ers, 135ers. It's like that's a natural size.
Yeah, you know,
for 'em.
you can, the 125 pound division, you know, I'm sure there's a lot. Like I was just reading the rankings. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 14 in North America at a 1,207
Which is-
amateur flyweights. That's
Right.
just amateur flyweights, but we'll see where it goes when we go pro.
Yeah.
I know there's 125 pounders out there. So we'll go from there, and
Yeah, just keep doing your thing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for you to go pro, like, let's say, like, I'm not saying it will happen, but like if you lost a fight, do you have to win a fight to go pro, or what does it take for you to go pro? You only need so many fights as an AMI, or what would it take for you to go pro?
I could literally have 0 fights as an amateur and go in there and go pro. It don't matter, but just want, I don't know.
So you decide
I'm
when you're
kinda
ready to go pro, basically?
Yeah, I decide and I let Dave.
Yeah.
Because Dave can see what I need to work on more than I can see that I need to work on.
Okay.
Plus,
I didn't know how that process works.
When you have these amateur titles, like you got to think when you're trying to get a fight, you are negotiating for a contract, right? So if I come into this contract, this is my pro debut, but hey, I have 4 title defenses and 2 different titles or whatever you're going to say.
Okay.
Like you're marketing your value more.
Okay. See, I thought the promotion or whatever like decided like when you went pro and how.
No, because there's so many promotions. There's not just one.
Yeah.
So you can play whatever, but until you go up the ladder, then what are you going to go play? PFL versus UFC versus Bellator? Like, but even
didn't PFL buy out Bellator?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. So you get to the top and it just kind of comes down, So, but until you get to that point, you definitely want to make yourself more marketable. I'm the champion, and I'm the best in the Pacific Northwest. I'm the best in the West. I'm the best in North America. Pay me. You want me on your promotion? Pay me money, and that's where we go.
Is like the Dana White Contender Series something that you would think about?
I want the
possibly in
Ultimate
future?
Fighter.
You want the Ultimate Fighter? Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That
The
would be
household
sick.
thing, that would be good for you.
I want that. I've watched every season like 5 times.
It's on my phone right now. I don't know.
Like, so I want the Ultimate Fighter. But I mean, if they gave me the opportunity to fight in the Contender Series, then I would. But I would want the Ultimate Fighter.
So why does one intrigue you over the other?
I don't know, man. The Ultimate Fighter, that's just, I don't know. That'd be fun.
Just nostalgia, partially, because just growing up watching it.
Yeah, and it'd be just growing up watching it, and it'd be so much fun.
Like 2 months, like of just pure training and stuff.
Training and learning from the best coaches.
And then getting drunk with people like real world in the evenings.
Right.
Do they still do that? It's been a while since I've watched.
But the newer seasons are boring. They're so boring.
Like everyone's just too dialed in.
Like,
for real. Competition's
and
so
I
tight
feel like
now.
there's Dana White's put so many regulations on everything now. Like the older seasons, like when Nate Diaz and shit on, man, that shit was wild, bro.
Right, yeah.
When Julian Lane and Chris Lieben and
Dude.
Julian Brown, Browning or whatever.
I like that. I like that episode with James GSP in that season, and then he brings the fucking tie.
The drunk tie guy.
dude,
Yeah, he's just drunk the whole practice, beating up all these future UFC guys.
Just fucking manhandling him.
Dude, seriously, and they're
He's just drunk as fuck and just beating the shit out of all these future UFC fighters.
Yeah.
And
but like George says, he's from Thailand. That's just what you do. You fight all day,
You get
drink
drunk.
all day.
There's literally a movie called Drunken Master, so
I know.
I don't think he's Thai, but
Whenever I think of the Ultimate Fighter, I always think of when Rampage tore that door apart.
Yep.
That's like
literally just thinking about that. I'm trying to think of the last season that I watched, dude. It's been probably somewhere around like 8 or 9.
Cool though, because we already had 2 Montana fighters on that. Because Ariel was there, and then Keith Jardine was out of Butte, and he was on that first season.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
I'm not sure.
and Sean
Leo
O'Malley was
Brasier
on
was
there
on it.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Ultimate Fighter?
Right.
Leo
Yeah.
Brasier was on there.
Yeah.
No, Sean O'Malley wasn't an Ultimate Fighter.
He was on the
Leo
Contender.
Brasier was on there, but he
Yep.
never made it to the house.
Yeah. He tried out a couple times. I remember that.
Yeah. That'd be badass, dude, to have a Montanan up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
running shit.
and, it'd be fun to make it. That'd be sweet. And Keith Jardine, he went into the house, didn't he? Yeah, he got in the house.
Yeah, because that season was Rashad, when Rashad won.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, and
That's
then
my
he ended
dog, dude.
and then Keith beat Chuck Liddell. After that, I don't know, 5 years after that.
I've been kind of wanting to go rewatch some seasons. Chris Camozzi was telling me he's on like season 15. So
Yeah, Chris Camozzi was on there. Yep.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go watch his stuff. Him and I were talking just a little bit ago, but
I know I'm pretty much caught up on the UFC events that I've missed, because from about 200 to 300 I didn't watch hardly any.
yeah.
Maybe about 150, and then I'm all caught up now, because now I'm before that at work with I'm in the casino and I like turn the fights on. Just watch one event every day with the prelims that are on there. Then you kind of see people evolve over time too.
You see me
most
doing that?
definitely.
Yeah, Volk with hair.
You see me like watching it, I'll put a fucking nail through my hand. Yeah. Like, oh, how'd that happen? I was watching UFC 265.
When Kai's last, not this one, but the Duran fight, he was one of my regulars. Just put his phone. He had like a magnet case right on the thing. We sat there and watched his
That's
fight.
awesome.
Well, he was like gambling. He's like, "You need another beer?" So I'm just getting the guy beer, and he's tipping me while we're watching Kai fight.
That's
I
awesome.
was like, "Yeah, this is my job is so hard. Oh Lord, be."
I was at Libby's parents' family's house in Yakima, and we were trying to get my phone to screen share onto the TV, and it just fucking was not working. They were like bugging me because they wanted to watch. Not bugging me, that's a bad word, but they just really wanted to watch it too. A couple of them, and I was just like, "Fuck, dude!" It's like I just want to watch this fight. So like I went outside and I was like the Matthew McConaughey meme where he's just like smoking a cigarette, just like double smoking cigarettes, just fucking.
Oh, that was that was the Duran one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But I feel like it was pretty obvious, going into this, or midway through the second, that he was, taking over. So
Oh yeah, against
Man, but
Duran.
Kai got wobbled a few times in that Duran fight.
He did?
His legs got buckled a little
Yeah,
bit.
Duran-
couple
he took
times.
a couple fat shots, dude.
Duran hits hard.
Yeah.
We will say that, but I don't think he's got that division's so weak outside of Kai.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Duran throwing? I think it was coffee or something in Kai's face
Yes,
in
I
Miami.
did.
Yeah,
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
When Kai offered the $250,000 to fight him.
yeah.
If he gets that payday, man, that's fat payday.
That'll be sweet.
Change
Well,
the
and just, I've been watching some of the online drama from that, and it seemed like Brian said he was trying to steal his moment, but he went out apparently the wrong side of the ring, so it seemed like he was trying to. Yeah, I love it, dude. It's funny just to watch like some of the drama and how it like unfolds and breaks down.
I'm
and,
the opposite of that. I don't like the drama.
well, it's not like I love it, but some of that shit's funny. But
No, I love it. It's my absolute favorite because they're gonna fight. It's not like no disrespect to you guys, but the WWE, it's not like that. Like they're actually gonna go out and fucking fight, which is my favorite thing when people talk shit. But I also love like the like martial arts, like be respectful, like GSP style. But I also love the talking shit, being crazy, and then going out and whooping each other's ass.
also, Paris, we liked WCW when we were like 10, so I will not be disrespected. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I just like no disrespect to Brian, dude, but it's just like me personally. I feel like some of the people at the BKFC has fed him, and then his post fight after Kai, the dude that he fought, was just like. I don't know. He really thinks that he deserves that fight, and I guess if Kai gets paid enough money, then whatever. I'm
Make
sure he'll
money,
do what's
man.
good for him.
Yeah, but do you really think the BKFC will pay Kai $250,000?
Not to fight Duran. I don't think
yeah.
so. Like if it was
No.
I think if we get him over in what's the one they just announced, Dubai.
Yeah.
If they get him over in Dubai and fight, is it Richie?
Yeah,
I can't remember how his name is.
right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's him. Actually, I might be fucking up the name, but yeah, if they get him over in Dubai and like he has a big.
Tugnolia?
Tugnolia.
Or however
yeah.
the hell you say it. It's
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, they added a bunch of those Europeans and stuff to the roster. And I'm not sure on names and stuff.
Yeah,
But
I'm still learning all that. But I think if they got him over there, or even just across the water, that's what we talked with him about a little bit. Just if they got him over in the UK or something, I feel like that would be a good USA versus UK kind of fight. Would be.
Oh,
fun.
yeah. The Kai fight the UK's 135-pound champ.
Yeah.
that would be dope.
Yeah.
I would literally just shut up and take my money.
Right.
Like I don't know what else to tell you. I won't even illegally stream that one. I promise.
Yeah, but I probably will though. Also, not gonna lie.
Oh, that's funny.
So, what do you do for a little bit of fun outside of MMA training and stuff?
Hang out with my kids.
Yeah. Do you have them full time or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. Did you kind of figure some stuff
Yeah.
out? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys are back together.
So what's their favorite show that you have to watch? You watch a lot of Bluey?
No, we don't watch that.
We don't watch
I?
that.
He's like, we want that pussy ass
No, we
shit.
just, Paw Patrol and Ninja Turtles.
I was just gonna ask Ninja Turtles, right? Since you be whooping butt like
Yeah,
that.
Ninja Turtles.
I love it.
But they be watching The Ultimate Fighter with me too.
Yeah.
Especially my oldest one. Man, he loves fighting.
Yeah.
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 Does that scare you a little bit?
No, not at all. It
You're
makes
stoked
me
about
happy.
it. Yeah. What? He's 4, you said.
Yeah.
So when can you get him into like wrestling, North Montana or Rugrats or anything
I
like
can get
that?
him to wrestling. Fuck, I think now.
I wasn't sure if it was like 5 or 6 when they
I think
let
it
you
might
start
be
doing
5.
You can
Yeah.
kind of get them in now. It depends on age and that birthday.
that.
Yeah, it does. I think I could probably get him in now, so I actually might look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck, if anything, I'll just put him with Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
That'd be fun. Oh yeah, because they do the little guys, right? They have the little
THT. Yeah, they do
THT. Yeah,
little guys
that's right.
wrestling, and yeah, I'd probably just put him with Nick and
I should have told my brother about that. I forgot
Oh,
they did
yeah,
that.
that was me.
He just got his kids into wrestling, and I think they're doing the Rugrats wrestling stuff
It's good for him.
next year.
yeah, and so yeah, I'll just probably put him with Nick, but they ain't got too much little guys at Nick's,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to watch them build that up, though, too.
Yeah,
Well,
he's only 4, and he's 138 pounds, 135 pounds. I'm at 35. Holy fuck, not 135, but 4, and he's like 35 pounds.
I was like, 135? Holy fuck, that kid must be a monster, bro.
That's a fat ass
Just like
4-year-old.
stacked.
Definitely put him in wrestling if he's 100.
Yeah, 4 years old. Be like in that bench warmers movie. I swear I'm 12. It like says like I'm 12. Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. No,
But-
yeah, Gabe was going to go into that next semester. He said, or next year, he was going into it. As a senior, he was going to go in his first year as wrestling. I said, you sure about that?
I'd
Are
be
you
training
sure
right.
about
Start
that?
training right now if I was him.
Sure about that.
don't know.
I'm either going to go into swimming or I'm going to go into wrestling. I was like, well, you would definitely get a spot in wrestling right now just because they need people. But you're not going to do that great. I'm going to be honest with you. These guys have lived and breathed this since they were 5.
Those are two sports that are kind of like on the complete opposite end.
I
of the
know. I was
spectrum,
like,
too.
what?
Swimming, wrestling.
I'm either gonna do
Yes.
ribbon dancing or MMA.
Both very cardio intensive, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Ask Will
And
Ferrell.
I said for your like going forward because you go to college the next year, like for your self defense type stuff, because he already has jujitsu. I've already beat him up enough times.
It was approved beating,
it was
though,
approved,
people.
Yeah, I didn't break anything.
Right.
Barely bruised him. Anyways, that wrestling would be the best thing for his self defense to go forward. Like I'm not always going to be there. If you're like me, you got a mouth, so you better be able to defend a punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like either you need to learn how to shut up or how to fight. So pick one. So
He'll get there.
yeah, no, he's a good kid though.
So what is it like for you as you start to like get more attention and stuff like that? You started to land a couple decent sponsorships. I saw you had Canopy. You got it onto your team.
Oh yeah, man, Connor Lorenz, man, I absolutely love Connor, man. I can't thank that guy enough.
Yeah, he seems like he's really supportive towards a lot of the, not just people at Flow State, but just a lot of the fighters. And he seems, I've had the pleasure of meeting him more than a couple times, and he seems like a really good dude.
Oh yeah, he is, man. He's definitely a really good guy. He's actually helping me out go down to Washington.
Really?
So yeah, he's
So wait, who's this sponsor again?
Canopy and Collective Elevation with Connor Lorenz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a guy that I met through Thailand and all those guys, and
Oh,
yeah, he's usually at the few. I don't know if he was he at. He
No,
wasn't at
he's
this
in
one.
Miami.
That's right. That's right. He was doing that. Yeah, just kind of a self-made dude that just kicks ass, and yeah. So he's,
for some of these local fighters. That's pretty cool. So
and I think he's tied in pretty tight with Fusion. I don't know what they all
Yeah,
have going on. But
every event that's in Billings, he's like their main sponsor
yeah.
for Fusion.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
so, key to our local market,
Yeah.
to put it.
So then
and
do you?
I think he's pretty close with Terrell and all them as well. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
he has a good insight in Fusion.
Yeah, probably helps you out a little bit too. You know what I mean? Just having him as your sponsor, it's like, oh, okay, this is one of Connor's. Maybe he'll get you the nod a little bit over someone else.
If it's a tie,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know
all I'm
about
saying.
Bert.
No, I just meant as a fight coming up, not as far as like an actual judging.
No,
Would
that's what I
never.
meant.
Okay, I was like, I would
You're gonna put on
never
the card
accuse someone
him
of that.
or
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
If it's a tie, it's always gonna.
No,
be nice.
Connor just actually the last time I was in Billings when I fought under the BKSC card, that he said he will not judge one of my fights again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he judged my fight versus, I think the last fight he judged mine was Cameron Mason's.
Oh, okay.
And that was a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a split decision, but him and the guy that does the I Fight thing.
Oh, not Nick. But
Dude, Sean Hurdle.
Yeah, him and Sean were the ones that gave me the third round.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sean's a good dude, and he's been around the game for a while, so he
Yeah.
would know.
Yeah.
So.
And both of them, both of them said that my overhand rights that I landed in the third round is what gave me the split decision.
So
Sealed the deal.
Countering that overhand right off something that you were seeing from him, or like was that just something you felt? Because it's like that's 15 minutes.
It was just there.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't set it up, nothing. It was just landing perfectly, and
Yeah.
it was just there throughout the whole fight.
He just keep
you know,
that hand down.
the first round, you know, I couldn't find my distance. Dave kept telling me 6 inches higher because I'm hitting him like in the neck, and Dave's like 6 inches higher, so I threw a lot higher. Boom, and after that, I found my distance, and I was game over. I kept throwing that overhand right, and
You have a mean ass overhand right. A couple of times I think I sparred with you down there, and I was like, oh, you know, and I didn't know you super well, but I was, you know, not like no disrespect, but I was like, oh, you know, I'll be able to keep some distance from him. I have longer arms than him. This should be easy. And you would fucking come in, and I'd like just be throwing some out there, and all of a sudden I would just see like the fucking hand come like up over mine and be smacking me in the face.
yeah.
I dropped Nick with a spinning back kick. He was up against the cage, and I threw a jumping spinning back kick right to his liver. Boom, dropped his ass. He guts back up. Dave's like, "Come on, you only got like a minute 30 left. Get up, get
Oh
up."
my god.
Yeah,
to the
and I
liver.
just started digging body shots. Boom, boom, and he started coming forward, and I just threw another spinning jump kick out of nowhere. He's coming forward, rushing forward. I jumped, spin, boom. Yeah, he was done after that last one.
Yeah, I can tell Dave trained you because I watched you spar a few times, and like Dave and I are trained together for a long time, so I just saw Dave's little tricks that you would pull them.
Yeah, Dave's Taekwondo definitely
Yep.
has rubbed
Yeah,
off
spinny
on me,
kick
and
to the
it's-
liver will
Yeah.
put a timeout button on anybody.
One of the first classes I did down there, that's what he was teaching us. He was like, damn, dude, I bet if this shit connects, dude, that fucks people.
Yeah.
It hurts, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of power and like, you know, all the torque of the body. Yeah, shit's killer.
Right. And then you're fucking getting the donkey kick added in there.
Well, and especially like how he's saying Nick's coming into him.
Yeah.
So you have that force, or
I'm not
You know,
gonna
Dave
lie.
always says the best time to throw it is when they're up against the cage. When they're just sitting there up against the cage, and I was like, oh well, spinning back kick.
I'll be looking for a spinning back kick KO in this next fight.
Man, I was going to do it to this kid because Dave's like, go out there and have fun, practice. So I was like, I'm going to probably throw a spinning back kick this kid. And that's what we were in the back locker room setting up. We're in the back locker room warming up, you know, going through the game plan, and we were game planning for the spinning back kick.
Mm-hmm.
But I never had him against Gage.
Never had that opportunity.
No.
he kept pulling guard a lot.
Oh my God, a lot.
Yeah. I was like, that's another thing, disparity of technique.
Yeah, and when I did that hip toss, I threw him a hip toss, and when I got on top of him, I said, "Did you like that?"
That's gotta be so demoralizing.
And
as
then
a
I started
fighter.
punching him in the face.
He was beat after that first round.
Yeah.
Like you could see it in his eyes.
That's why Dave, after the first round, Dave goes, "All right, he's done."
Yeah.
He goes, "Go out
He was
there and have
broken.
fun."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes.
Well, we are kind of getting, I think we just hit an hour a little bit ago. We'll be wrapping it up here pretty quick. I did want to say, I know your mom, Kim. Is that her name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work at Howard's Pizza with her when I was like 15. So,
Holy fuck, she worked there when I was probably in.
not
like,
even born. No, I'm just
I was probably like
young.
Little.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen.
Fuck, you're old.
I know. Fuck you, old dude. I know. Well, I was laughing because after your last fight, I was just looking on your Facebook and I was like, oh shit. And I just was looking at like a family photo or whatever. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, that's totally Kim.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's cool. Tell her I said what up. It's been a long
Alrighty.
time since I've seen her. So
Yeah, all she does is fucking work her ass off, man. She runs a assistant living home out in Fort Brenton.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
did she live out there then?
Nope.
Okay.
She lives out in Stone Prairie.
Damn.
Because he had
Fucking dude.
Yeah, she
That's
lives
the wrong way.
all different sides. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, but she runs that, and actually they're one of my sponsors as well.
Nice. That's
Hey,
Our
awesome.
boss.
On that
sponsor.
note, did you want to give shout out to any
Yeah,
of your sponsors
good call.
right now?
Yeah, Total Nutrition and Tanning, Canopy. Yeah, Canopy, Collective Elevation, Connor Lorenz, Front Range Assistant Living out in Fort Benton, Damon Carroll, and Mitchell Supply. I think that's about it. Wraps it up. And
Yeah.
Dave Evans.
Yeah, of
Man, I
course.
cannot thank him enough.
Any socials you want to shout out to get people them going to you?
Facebook, Lance Regimbal, and then Instagram, Lance _ Regimbal_16.
He is the terrifying toddler, not the terrible toddler.
Yeah.
Jake.
Fucking
Spaz.
A, Jake.
Yeah, well, you saw how hard it was to start the episode off. I couldn't even say your name. God damn, I'm all over the
I
place.
almost cut your mic off.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, do we need to start over? Just I'll leave the room however we want to do this. So, yeah. So, Paris, anything else you want to shout out?
No, I'm good.
Just Fresh Bread Productions one more time.
Yeah, Fresh Bread Productions, the freshest video around.
Hell yeah. Well, this is Through the Ropes podcast. Oh my God.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Yeah, this is Through the Ropes podcast. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for watching. Lance, congratulations. And we're excited to watch this next fight. Through the
yeah.
Ropes. We'll talk to you soon.